Hey everyone, this is Jason Gardner from The Successful Drummer, and today we're going to do a reaction video of a compilation of Estepario Siberiano. And we're going to break it down a little and talk a little bit about what's going on with his drumming and his setup and things like that. I hope you enjoy. We'll get right into it. I do want to thank the content creator for this compilation, which is coming up right away, which is that Compilation. I'm going to post a link to their page, also to Estepario's page, and a few other links as well below. If you like this video at the end, consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and leave a comment. Let's get started. People ask why he has a huge weight literally on his snare drum. He talks about that in one of his videos, and I will post that in the description below. He does that for sound and also probably feel as well, but he's basically playing into a Yamaha EAD10 microphone trigger system, which is on his kick drum, and he has learned to dial in the drums and the cymbals in the best way possible to get it to sound a certain way on that. So by tightening up that snare drum real tight, it allows the Yamaha EAD mics to really pick it up in a really beautiful way and let those microphones do their work. They've got a little bit of body and tone to their own, the mics, so this gentleman knows how to play to those mics. Same with all the cymbals too, and we might talk about that later. Let's continue on. You're seeing so many great rudiments, so many great different integrations of and beautifully just intertwining different rudiments together. It reminds me of Buddy Rich in the way that he can go from singles and doubles and triplets seamlessly. I love a little hi-hats. At the end there, nice triplets, like a right-left-left pattern with his hands. Mostly singles, lots of little doubles thrown in there, but I think pretty much singles. A couple of those kind of going back and forth between the snare and the hi-hat, I think are double triplets, but it's really hard without slowing it down to fully understand it, but I think that's what I'm hearing. Yeah, rock. You guys notice anything here? What do you guys notice? Yeah, he's a lefty. So he's like a Jimi Hendrix. Yep, he's a lefty playing on a righty kit. That allows him full ambidextrity. Let me know in the comments what that word is. Not ambidextrity. It allows him so much flexibility on the kit. If you're a beginner and you're starting out, you have an opportunity to not be dependent on any specific limb. So if you're a righty, you're going to be more dependent on your right hand and your right foot. You don't have to do that. In the beginning, you suck at all of it. So just double up on your left hand. If it's a weaker hand, double up on it. So do right hand da, 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 for a minute, and your left hand da, 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 for 2 minutes. Make sure you're equal. Make sure you're caught up. Make sure that you're not dependent on any limb, because if you develop an equal strength on all 4 limbs, this is what you're going for. This is what you're going to have. You're going to have complete independence, and it doesn't really matter. And also, if you show up at a gig and it's a lefty drum kit and you're a righty drummer and you can play ambidextrous, it won't matter to you. You just sit down and just destroy people, and it's so much fun. It's also quite impressive. Most drummers do not take the time to do that. They do the easier thing, which is become dependent on the easier limb, and they favor that limb, and they are actually kind of unbalanced. And you'll notice that all the great drummers don't have that issue. They just don't have that issue at all. It's equal. Right, left, all of it. It's all equal. In fact, now at the level we're at right now, it's like the 4-minute mile, if you know that. It's these guys their feet have caught up to their hands. So feet and hands are actually the same now. All 4 limbs are equally as fast and as clear and as precise. It's fantastic. So this is hearing him, by the way, on a kit it's not mic'd up. This is an iPhone recording him playing a kit. But it is interesting to see his traditional grip in the right hand, which makes him a lefty. Hear the difference? Hear the difference now? I mean, the compression. I don't see the EAD, but it's really compressed, huh? Could be an iPhone. Great exercise for dependence. Read a book and practice, the other hand, or smoke a cigarette or a joint. I don't know. But basically, look how he's working just basically the left hand dependence, just getting that left hand strong and can do the whole thing itself. Rick Allen should take note. This is incredible stuff. And again, you're hearing just the iPhone. Nice. Nice. Whoa, little doubles. This is a good video to stop and point out something. In every video, I want you to look at basically his sleeves up and his legs, and really most of his arms for that matter, and his face totally relaxed. Totally relaxed. There's no tension. There's no tension. I could look at a drummer without even hearing him play, and I could tell what kind of drummer he's going to be just by looking at him behind the kit. Show me a photograph of a drummer, and I could tell you whether they're relaxed and truly in the zone, or they have interference with their body. You know what I mean? Any stress and tension is going to interfere with your ability to play. It's going to interfere with your true potential, right? So just watch him for the rest of this this compilation. Just watch how his body is just always relaxed. I love those little hats. You can see the EAD. I want to go back and listen to how he goes from straight to triplets. This is a really good exercise for drummers because this is where your time is going to really shift. He probably is playing to a click track, but I could hear the timing is solid. I mean, regardless of what he's doing inside the headphones, just go hear how he goes from the 16th notes to triplets, either eighth note triplets, whatever you want to call it. He goes to triplets, and it's just locked in. It's locked in. There's no shift in time. It's just right there, and that's really a good thing to practice, just with a metronome, going from quarter notes to quarter note triplets, or eighth notes to eighth note triplets, or 16th notes to 16th note triplets, or 16th note triplets down to eighth notes, whatever it is. But basically, we find some way to kind of go through those transitions and see on the metronome where you're kind of falling off, where you're kind of speeding up or slowing down during those transitions, and learn to lock those down. Let's check it out again. Yeah. Nice. Whoa. He'd be great in the band 311. Yeah. Okay. More just tight drumming. I mean, the drumming on these types of recordings they're highly compressed, and they're not very dynamic. I know he's a dynamic drummer, and given the right situation, he's going to be extremely dynamic. I'd love to hear him play a ballad. I'd love to hear him play, a country song, something a little more just chill, because he's got the pocket. He's totally there. And here's the cool thing. I guarantee if you put him on a different sounding kit, you put him on a country kit or a rock kit or a jazz kit, he's definitely going to play the part. Can he swing? I don't know if he can swing. But if you put him with the 10 most essential jazz records for a month, I guarantee he would swing his ass off. Oh, those little triplets, those double triplets. Can anyone tell me what that thing is underneath the ride cymbal? I don't know what that is. Anybody know? I'm not really sure. I'd love to know. Leave in the comments below if you know what that thing is. Woo! Yeah, woo is right. Okay. So he's just working these rudiments. Nice. You can see the EAD really well here. The Yamaha EAD above the kick drum. I think that you can add, see, you had a mic on the hi-hat a second ago. I think you can plug in a mic. Actually, I have the EID, which is right there. You see it on his kick drum. You can plug a mic into the unit. I'm not sure if that's what he did, because he did have the extra mic sitting there over the hi-hat, so I was curious. It did sound a little more bright on that last take, and a little more compressed, so I'm curious. Otherwise, you have to project the hi-hats, which he has there, all the way to the microphone on the kick drum. Nice. See? Traditional grip with the right hand, which means he's a lefty. His face makes me think he's less comfortable. I mean, he seems younger here maybe, but he also seems less comfortable in this situation than he does in front of his own cameras, which is entirely makes sense. He has that concentration stare where you stare off to one side, like you just focus on one little spot on the wall. You're not even there. You're just in a zone. He looks like he's in that zone. See, here he's performing more. And thank you very much. This is him taking the leap. Okay? And what do you think that means? What do you think taking the leap means? It means you got to take a risk in life. You got to go for what you want. You got to really, really listen. The goal of life is to have fun and be happy, and to become love, to be love, to have love, to connect with people. And you got to follow your passions. You have to. I know it's hard. I know it's risky. I know that. So here's the thing. Look at him about to land. He's taking the risk every single day, but he's putting in the work. He's not just talking about it, right? He's dedicated. He's responsible to his art. He practices the F out of everything he wants to learn, so he's as good as possible. And then he's able to share that with the community. Let's just say the planet here, we got an amazing community on the interwebs of people that support talent. And if you're talented and you're driven and you're committed and you're passionate, people are going to respond to you. There's just no doubt. So I want to thank, first of all, Compil Nation for putting together this video. I want to thank Estepario, Siberiano for creating this content. It was fantastic to watch, and just so much to take away, especially just the relaxed concentration and just his ability to project into those microphones and play really, really solid drumming. Speed is not everything, just remember that. But if you can, go fast and hit the subscribe button. And if you can, quickly leave a comment, and you can share this and like this. That would be super great. This is Jason Gardner from The Successful Drummer, and have a great day.